guys, it's Melanie, and today I'm finally going to share with you how I maintain my silver or gray hair. I'm also, before I get into that, just kind of going to talk to you guys a little bit about my haircut, because I did recently, just a couple days ago, really cut the vast majority of the length that I had in my hair off. I thought I would share with you guys why I did that, and it actually kind of relates back to the silver hair. When I got my hair done in July, my hairstylist, who is amazing, I love her, she actually, she's the one who helped me transition to this current hair color that I have right now. And what she had to do in order to get my hair to accept some of the gray toner was to essentially put bleached out highlights into my hair. So she did that. We did foils all over, and it was definitely pretty damaging to my hair. And as a result, my hair was really fragile afterwards. It definitely takes a toll on your hair to bleach it to the level that you need to in order to actually get it to accept whatever color of gray, whether it's like a slate gray or more of like a silver gray that you want. You're gonna have to bleach your hair first. That's kind of the first thing that you need to know if you want to participate in this gray hair trend. It can be pretty damaging to your hair, so keep that in mind. So as a result, my hair really started breaking quite a bit, especially at the ends, and I just needed kind of a do-over. And so I went to her this past Sunday and said, I'm thinking about maybe a longer pixie cut. I actually came with a picture, and I'm going to show you the picture that I showed her. It is from Whippy Cake's Instagram. I'll try to see if I can list the Instagram down below if you guys want to go follow Whippy Cake. She has a short pixie do herself, and she's a hairstylist. So this is the picture that I showed. Hopefully that's coming off on camera. But that's what I showed my stylist, and I was like, I think this is going to be a good way for me to still maintain some length in the front, cut off most of the stuff in the back, and then, just kind of start over a little bit with my hair. I could have obviously gone a lot shorter, but I wasn't comfortable with that. Really, truly, I wasn't entirely comfortable going as short as I did. I tend to like a little bit of length around the front of my face here, the front of my hair, because my face is extremely round. When you're looking at it right now, I have the bangs pinned back today so that I could demonstrate exactly how round my face actually is. My nickname growing up was actually Melon Head. I have a really round face, and I find that when I have a little bit more length in the front, it makes my face just look a little bit longer. But I knew that I needed to get rid of the dead hair. So anyway, this is the cut that she came up with. I really like the cut itself. I loved it when she styled it. I think what I'm struggling with right now is styling it myself. I'm not used to having hair this short, and it does require a little bit more work. So that's something to keep in mind. You have to use more product, especially if you have fine, thin hair like me. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to style it so that I don't, and I've been joking with a lot of people about this, so that I don't look like I have Justin Bieber hair, because it can look like that very quickly if you're not careful about the way that you style it. So I'm learning what products to use, and I have quite the hair care arsenal. So I have a lot of stuff in there, and I've been finding some things that are working pretty well. So anyway, let's get to the silver hair. So what you're seeing in my hair here, if I get a little bit closer to the camera, is that it's not entirely silver. My hair naturally at this point in my life, I am almost 37 years old, is completely salt and pepper. So what's growing in on the top here, this portion, is pretty much my own hair color at this point, with the addition of a toner to try to help disguise a little bit of the blonde that was left. If you've watched my videos for quite some time, you know that I used to color my hair blonde, and I used to do that at home quite frequently. So what the blonde that you're seeing that's left here is sort of what was left over from all of those times that I colored my hair at home. So July was the first time that I bleached my hair and was able to get the toner to actually hold in my hair and we had talked about doing it again in November, but I'm actually gonna not choose to do a second round of bleaching. I'm actually quite happy with the way that my hair looks right now. It is not the gray that everybody typically asks for. You know, a lot of people want like that really nice slate, almost pewter type of gray hair, and a lot of the products that I'm recommending you can definitely use for that particular color choice that you have. So don't think that the products I'm recommending here aren't going to apply to you. You can leave them on varying amounts of time to get the color of gray that you desire, if that makes sense. So there is still a little bit of blonde in here, and that's the stuff that's growing out, but everything that's like basically from here up, this is all like my color at this point going forward. My hope with going gray is that I don't have to keep coloring my hair. I'm tired of doing that. It's very damaging. I have very fine, thin hair, and so I just want to be able to just not ever color my hair again. So I've given up on having blonde hair. I was born a blonde, and then as I got older, it started turning to more of like a dishwater blonde shade, and then when I was 25, it actually started turning gray. So that has been the progression of my hair. So let's talk about the products that I use to maintain this. So the first thing that I do, and I do this once a month now, is I use a toner in my hair at home. The one that I use is from Pravana, and this is from the Chroma Silk Vivids line. And this is a long-lasting toner. This is actually one of the most moisturizing toners that you can get. My hairstylist actually purchased a couple of these for me and then gave them to me. I paid her for them, obviously. The color that she gave me is silver. So this is what she actually used the first time that she bleached my hair and then applied the toner. So I actually, for my length of hair, I get 2 uses out of each one of these tubes. This is what the tube looks like. What my stylist suggested to me is that I use obviously half the tube, and then I mix just enough water in there to make it a little bit more liquidy, because, and I don't want to open this right now because they come sealed obviously, but basically it's like a really thick conditioner when it comes out of here. You mix it with just probably, I would say, maybe like 4 to 5 tablespoons of water until you start to get it loosened up a little bit. And then I literally just take my bare hands and I massage that all over my head. I leave it in for 15 to 20 minutes. That's actually a little bit too long because when I go to wash it out, there's definitely a purple tinge in my hair. This is purple. They don't actually have like a silver like toner. You use purple to get that silvery gray tone in your hair. So what I do is I kind of overdo it, and then the next day I shampoo my hair. That takes a little bit of that toner out, and then at that point this is what I'm left with. So there is still, because this is only I think it's the second day after, it's the second day after I applied this. And you can still see a little bit of purple in there. But basically, once I shampoo it, it fades to like a true gray, essentially. And then that gray lasts for about a month before I find that it starts to get a little bit dull. And then I just use this again, and that refreshes the sort of more, I don't want to call this vibrant gray, but it makes it look a little bit more lively than just on its own. So I'm going to be continuing to use this even well after the rest of this blonde has grown out and I've cut it off, because it just brightens my gray hair. The thing that you have to know about gray is it can look dull really quickly, and you do have to like maintain it pretty frequently. One of the most obvious ways that you can maintain your gray hair is to use a silver shampoo and conditioner. I have a couple of options here to show you guys. I'm actually going to start with my favorite. I have loved Nisant for a number of years now. Originally, they sent me this product to try. I had never heard of them. I did a review on the line and have since then been purchasing it from Amazon myself because I really do love the hair care line. Nysant makes two different toning shampoo and conditioning masks for blonde or gray hair, or platinum hair. The first is the Perla Beige or Blonde Pearl, which is a little bit more purple. And this right here is their toning shampoo. And it's a really pigmented, I'm going to try to get this to come up. It's a really pigmented, vibrant purple shade. And what I do with this is typically every other day I will use a purple shampoo and conditioner, and then on alternating days I just use a regular shampoo and conditioner so that I'm not like totally overdoing it with the purple. You can certainly use purple every single day, but you will start to pick up that tinge of purple in your hair, and if you like that, go for it. I don't love that on me, but I find that every other day is kind of the perfect amount. I don't find this to be drying at all. This is actually the most moisturizing purple shampoo and conditioning line that I've ever used. And I've had the best luck with this. So this is kind of my main go-to. The other one that you can choose is actually their Azul Plata or Platinum Blonde. And this right here is the tone correcting mask. And this has a little bit more of a dark purple, almost bluish tinge to it. And I'm trying to get this to come up so you guys can, oop, there you go. So you can see that the color is much more of like a deeper purple. And that actually works better with the gray hair. So I would say you're good with either one. But if you are looking for more of like that gray, the Platinum Blonde or Azul Plata is the one that you want to choose. I will, of course, link this stuff down below for you guys. Again, it's available on Amazon. If you have Amazon Prime, like, you get free shipping anyway, but I believe this size here is $17. It lasts a really long time because you really honestly don't need a ton of product, and I use it every other day, and not even every other day because I have the AG Hair Care Sterling Silver line as well. So I only have the conditioner here, but I also have the shampoo. I'm showing you guys this. It's honestly not my favorite. I prefer the Nysant over any other purple shampoo and conditioner. I've used one from Joico. I mean, every like purple like shampoo and conditioner that you can imagine I have tried at this point. This is probably the best outside of the Nysant. So if you are wanting to get this at like the Ulta Leader sale, it's a good option. It is a little bit more like purple, but it's not nearly as pigmented, and you're not going to get as much of a, there's what that looks like. You're not going to get as much of a result with this as you are with the Nysant. So the Nysant just works better hands down. I would rather spend the money on that and not have to use it quite as frequently than get something like this and have to use it basically almost every single day. But this is honestly the best option that I found like at Ulta. So you can use this and alternate it with the Nysant. I'm basically just trying to use this stuff up, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to use it up and get it out of my shower. So yeah. It's a good option, but if I were to like really recommend a line that actually works, it would be the Nysant. I have the best luck with that. So going forward, that's just what I'm going to purchase. The main thing that you really need to think about when you are doing this to your hair is that you are damaging it pretty intensely because you're having to bleach it. That dries out your hair. It makes it feel crunchy. It honestly makes it hard to comb through after you've bleached your hair because it's got that straw-like feeling. You know, I noticed when I try to comb through my hair in the shower now, even when I have conditioner in it, my hair feels very like not as smooth as it used to. It used to be very easy for me to comb through my hair in the shower when I had the conditioner in there, and now I have to be much more careful, and I can feel the hair stretching and like, you know, basically just getting damaged. So I have to be much more gentle with my hair now. So what I'm trying to get at is you need to find yourself a good deep conditioner, and I have a couple of options here for you guys that are actually pretty inexpensive. The Shea Moisture Manuka Honey and Mafura Oil Intensive Hydration Hair Mask. I have done an in-depth review on this. I will list it down below for you. This is fantastic. It's extremely thick. It's very moisturizing. It's almost difficult to get into your hair and then out of your hair because of the texture. It's so thick, you guys, but it's fantastic. I have used this once a week for the last few weeks, and I love it. It leaves my hair incredibly soft and silky after I get out of the shower, and that lasts for several days after, even when I'm shampooing and conditioning with just a regular conditioner. Another one that I recently tried that you're actually going to see in my Friday favorites and flops this week is the Deep Steep Weightless Moisture Conditioner, and this weightlessly quenches dry parched hair. I was really attracted to this because it says that it's weightless, and obviously my hair is pretty fine and thin, so I don't want something that's going to completely weigh it down, but this is really nice. It has a lovely, like, kaffir lime type smell. It's really interesting. It's a lovely fragrance. Also, neither of these companies test on animals. In fact, I know Nysant doesn't, AG doesn't, neither of these do. I'm not 100% sure about Pravana, so this is something that I need to look into because I try as much as possible to eliminate products that aren't cruelty-free. So just know that I'm not 100% sure about the Pravana. However, this is absolutely lovely, and it really does moisturize my hair really well. It rinses out really easily, and I basically just leave it in for like 5-6 minutes. Like if I'm shaving my legs or something, rinse it out. It's nice. My hair feels soft. It feels manageable, and just, you know, it's a great deep conditioner. So that is how I maintain my version of gray hair. Everyone's going to have a different version of it. I mean, like I said, there are various shades of gray, but usually what you need to do to maintain that gray hair is tone it periodically, and then use purple or blue shampoos and conditioners to keep that gray in your hair. So that's it, guys. I mean, it's not a ton of stuff that you have to do, but it takes a little bit more work than I think, you know, most people think that it does. So you can't just dye your hair gray and then expect it to stay that way, because as soon as you start shampooing it with like regular shampoo and regular conditioner, that does start to strip that toner out of your hair, and then you're stuck with, you know, your bleach blonde highlights or bleach blonde all over, and then you just have to retone it. So it's not hard. I really like being this color. I do get a lot of compliments on the color of my hair when I'm out and about, and I'm very happy with it. You know, I think going forward, I'm just going to let it grow out, continue to tone it periodically, and just have my natural hair be what it is, which is basically just kind of salt and pepper at this point going forward. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully that was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions down below. Obviously, there are lots of other suggestions out there for how to maintain gray hair. This is just what happens to work for me. So let me know what works for you down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.